Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And in this video we're gonna look at 4 looks using the 4 elements palette from Avatar: The Last Airbender collection from ATLA Cosmetics. And I'm gonna share with you my kind of first impressions and just kind of swatches and all of these things. More thorough review will come at the end of the month or like beginning of the next month in my monthly haul, where I'm gonna like just share a little bit more thoughts about these, but now it's just gonna be like a first impression. Maybe if you want, I might do like a get ready with me at some point. If you want to do that, and if you have any topic that you would want me to talk about in that get ready with me, and we could use them more. But yeah, I don't want to do separate videos on all of these because that would be 4 videos and like, I don't know, 12 looks, and I don't really have that time. I'm gonna be working every single day up until the end of month, so I just can't. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this video. And in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, especially eyeshadows, and I've been so excited to get this collection and finally start playing with it. It took forever to get to me. I was one of the last people in the initial pre-order that was supposed to ship at the beginning, or like first third of July, so it took really long time, but it's finally here. So we have the 4 palettes. We have water, air, earth, and fire. They're beautiful, by the way. And I also have the APA bag. I didn't want the liners or the lipsticks because I just felt like I wouldn't get enough uses out of these. But the bag is so cute, and I think I'm gonna have it to travel with like my skincare. Or maybe I'm gonna put some things in there and just have it on my table just sitting, because it's just so beautiful and I wanna keep looking at it. So yeah, I'm gonna create 4 looks, 1 with each palette. I was thinking about doing more looks with every single palette, but as I said, I'm gonna be working every single day and I don't even know how I'm gonna film all of these looks, because I want to do more like a liner or like, you know, more creative looks, just to like show you the options that you can do with this collection. If you don't like liner looks, you can definitely just do like the eyeshadow part that I'm gonna show you, and skip all the eyeliners. But I wanted to give you the option to also implement the eyeliner, some kind of eyeliner look. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do that, and I think I'm gonna have to film everything after work, like after 5 in the afternoon, because when it comes to liner looks, especially more graphic eyeliner, I don't really want to go in I don't really go to my job wearing that. Like, it's just, I have no problem wearing colorful makeup to my work, and they have no issue with that either, but I just, you know, I just feel like it's a little bit too much, especially if you live in a country and in a city where the most makeup somebody wears is like eyeliner and a mascara. So yeah, I'm definitely not really gonna do that. And also, it's really hot, and you know, I just want to be able to kind of breathe a bit. So I think the first look that we're gonna do is gonna be with the water palette. The packaging is so beautiful, like it is so pretty. You have 10.8 grams of product, and obviously it's a 9 pen, as you can see. It has beautiful artwork, and these palettes are also magnetic, which I didn't know when I was buying that, but they are magnetic. Yeah, it's vegan, cruelty-free, and I think it's recyclable packaging as well. So I'm gonna show you close-ups and swatches in the B-roll because I haven't swatched it yet. I literally only took pictures with it, and that's all that I did today because I don't really have time. And I've already primed my lids. I don't think we're gonna use the brown today, and I will see about this neutral shimmer. Because I'm not gonna use this palette for the neutral shades. Let's be honest about that. But we're gonna play with the blues. I think out of all of these palettes, I think this one is my least favorite just because it has that neutral shade there, and I don't like browns with blue shades. Like, I don't mind some like warmer browns with the reds, or some olivey browns with the greens, or the air palette I think also has like a neutrally shade, but it works in that color story, right? But I just hate brown with blue. There's just something about the combination that I don't like, and I'm not gonna use the brown. Maybe never. Like, it's just, I'll try to incorporate it at some point. Like, I'm definitely gonna try to do a look with it during the week, but it's probably not gonna be very used shade. So what I want to do, definitely will do something watery. Also, I forgot to mention, I shared it on my Instagram stories. I've shared it on my Instagram stories. They all came beautifully packed and packaged. The only eyeshadow palette that got a little bit broken is the Earth palette, and this shade called Lake Laogai. I'm not really sure if that's how you pronounce it because I'm not completely sure how it was called. And then Kiyoshi came broken. I'm sorry, I just don't really remember the names of these things. I did watch the first season of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have to watch the rest. So yeah, these two came broken, which is such a shame because they're the most beautiful shades. But I repressed it, and like, I tried to hit it a couple times on my desk and it didn't fall out, so I hope it's gonna stay that way. But yeah, this one came broken. Little immediately asked me if I want to refund it. So yeah, it's not a problem. But since it's working now, and unless it's gonna shadow when I use it, I'm keeping it and I'm not gonna be refunding that. But obviously, like, that can happen, and also Czech Post is kind of notorious for being not very nice to packages. So we're gonna start with Wolf Cough, and I think we're gonna do something like more like liner look. I'm trying not to destroy the little imprint there because it's so pretty. It's like the sign of the element. Like, since this is animated and it's for kids, I only saw it in Czech because I can't find it anywhere with in English, unless I would like pay for some kind of streaming service, which I don't want to pay for that, honestly. So yeah, I don't know how you call these things in English, but I suppose it's like the water bending sign. I don't know if that's how you call it actually, but yeah. So we're gonna do like a line a little bit, and a little bit on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm gonna take my like pinched brush with nothing on it, and I'm just gonna like drag it outside. So something like this. Now we're gonna do the Water Whip, which is a beautiful vibrant blue. I love this. I feel like the deeper blue, I don't know if it's as pigmented on the eyes as it is in the pen. I mean, it's kind of, I'm gonna definitely try it with like a normal, like the normal shape that I always do, to see if you can get it like super dark. But wow, this is definitely pigmented. This is my first time trying matte shades from Lidl. I only have a 4-pan, like one of their charity magnetic palettes with 4 shimmers. One is multi-chrome, one is duochrome, and then I have 2 shimmers, like regular shimmers there. So yeah, like that's kind of all I have from Lidl. I've never tried any other eyeshadow formula from them because there were a couple palettes that I was kind of interested in. I think last year they had something like kind of fall themed, like or palette that kind of looked very fall. And I know I quite wanted that one, but eventually there were other things that I was more interested in and I didn't end up buying it. I think they had something with moth that for a while I also considered buying, and then I don't know, then I talked myself out of it. But yeah, when they launched, or even when they sneak peeked originally, the first like kind of sneak peek months ago, I was like, I need that, like that sounds fun. So now we're gonna do the penguin sledding. It looks beautiful. It's not a fully like pastel blue, it's, or I would say like it's a little bit darker than a pastel, at least like that's how it looks to me. Oh, and that one is also really pretty. And we're just kind of blending out the previous shade with this. And so far they're layering really nicely. Now I'm just gonna take the light blue underneath the eye. God, it's such a pretty shade. And now I'm gonna do a little bit of the ice dodging, which is this matte. I don't know if it's fully white, like it looks kind of white, so I assume it's white. And I'm just gonna use that a little bit, like not in the inner corner, but in the inner part of the crease to just kind of lighten it there. And I think you can either use it in the inner corner to make it fully white, or you can kind of blend it into the other shades and make them like super icy and super like pastel-y. And I'm also gonna use that on the lower part. So something like this. I'm gonna finish the other eye and then we're gonna get into shimmers. Okay, so I used the NYX glitter primer and now we're gonna start with the shade Kurok, which I think is duochrome because it kind of goes, well, maybe multichrome. It has like a blue base, slightly turquoisey, and then flips into like purpley color, at least from what I see right now in front of me. Obviously I watched the reveal video from Unearthly, but I don't know, it's been like 2 months since they posted it and I haven't rewatched it, so I don't remember the description of this, and I usually don't look at the descriptions until maybe after my first look with that palette, so that I, you know, first make up my own mind and like what I see. Oh, that's so pretty. And then I check if it, wow, it looks like turquoisey seafoamy from where I'm watching this. Maybe it looks different for you, but for me it's kind of like turquoisey seafoamy. Oh yeah, and now I see that purple. Does that translate on the camera? I don't know, but like it definitely, I can definitely see that. It's so pretty. It kind of bums me that they did the imprint on the shimmers, because like literally first time using that shimmer and it's gonna be gone. I don't mind it that much on matte shades, especially if it's super light or super dark matte, because I don't use them that much, or like the amount of the shade I use is not that much, so it's not a problem. But with shimmers, you bet I'm using a lot of that. Now we're gonna do Spirit Oasis, which I think is also duochrome or multichrome or something, and I think it has kind of like a silvery flip. We'll see, but like there's like purple, blue, and I also like feel like I see a bit of like grayish silver. yeah, it's kind of like grayish lip to it, and it's so pretty. So we're gonna use the shade Agnakela to this inner corner highlight. It's so beautiful. It's such a like light blue. Okay, that is just beautiful. I love these types of light iridescent blue shades. It's so pretty. I think I'm gonna use a little bit on my finger, and I'm just gonna use that on top of the previous shimmers, and I'm just gonna use that in the middle of the lid. Do you see that? Or don't you? I don't know, but it's so beautiful from all angles. It just looks so pretty. So you can either keep the look like this, or you can add water activated liners or like any colorful liners, but I'm gonna get my my liners. Okay, so we're gonna start with white eyeliner, and I'm using the Moonwater water activated liner from Holograph Cosmetics. I used to have a white liner from Suva, and it was the, God, what's the name? I think it's like Space Panda, but I can't find it anywhere. I think I forgot it at my dorm, so yeah, we're just gonna use this white one. Like, they're just as good, but it just, you know, I feel weird bringing out a whole palette when I just want one shade. I'm using the Holograph liner, and this one is the number 2. It's super precise liner. And we're gonna do one kind of swooshy line on top of the deep blue, and it's kind of gonna be like the top line of the element. So something like this. That actually was way smoother than I expected. I feel like with liners you really just have to have the confidence and just do it, because the more I think about it and the slower I do these things, the worse it is. And then I think I'm gonna take light blue. Again from Holograph, it's the Rest in Pastels. And now I think we're gonna go back to the white liner, and we're gonna do another swoop right here, and then we're also gonna do a little bit of a line here. Okay, so I am back with the finished product. So to finish it off, I've used this Old Essence eye pencil in the shade white. Then I have the Essence Get Big Lashes Volume Boost mascara. On my lower lashes, I have the blue shade from the Moonwater liner palette. Then I have the Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade 010 Fair. Then I have the shade Peachy from the Maybelline Vanilla Ink lipsticks. I have a Revolution blush. This is the Fast Base Blush Cream Bronze blush in the shade Peach. And then as a highlighter, I've used the Daydreamer palette from Electrum Cosmetics, and I used the shade Dream Chaser kind of like on the lower part of my cheek, or like, you know, the lower part of the highlighter area. And then I also topped it with the Agnakela shade, and that just transformed it into the most beautiful highlighter ever. Like the Dream Chaser, it's just kind of like a light purpley one, and then the Agnakela, like, it's such a nice light blue with like a little bit of seafoamy sheen to it, and it just looks beautiful. So that's kind of all I'm wearing. Let me like get a little bit closer on the eyes. I think it looks amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely happy with this one. And I love the shades. Like, I genuinely love the blues in this palette. I love that you have these beautiful duochromes, multichromes. Even though it's like probably my least favorite of the bunch, at least from the color story perspective, I think it's still wonderful, and I like that it's kind of like the same color story as the APA, just like with a little bit more blue, but it's still like, I feel like we could do a APA inspired look with this palette. Okay, so today we're gonna look at the Air palette, and I'm gonna try to do something that I could also wear to work, because I want to really test these wearing them full day. It's currently 8 in the morning, so I'm gonna have at least like 13-14 hours of wear to figure out if they can last really well, because some of these shimmers look slightly more jelly than the singles that I have from them. Not a lot, like they're still pretty like drier formula compared to other brands, but I just want to test if they're gonna last. Okay, so I have to do voiceover because there was so much noise outside, but I just took the brown shade called Glider to kind of create like a wing, then Air Temple to kind of soften the wing, then I used the kind of corally shade called Council of Elders to create like another line on top of it, kind of like more like a greasy type of thing. Then I used the shade Sky Bison again to soften it, and I don't know if it's called Bison, by the way, that's just how you say it in Czech. Then Egg Custard Tart in the first half of the crease, and then for shimmers I started with the shade Yip Yip in the first part of the lid. I love that shade, it's so pretty and it's so sparkly. Then next to it I used this shade Giotto, I'm not completely sure. I don't know how this one is pronounced, at the end of the lid. Then I took the Ang shade and I put that in the middle of the lid and also in the inner corner. And then added a blue liner on top of the green line to create kind of like a contrast. And I also used blue liner from Udensai in the waterline. And then I have the Moon Peach to kind of like soften up the line and also underneath. Okay, so this is the finished look. I think it turned out really nice, and I feel like it's, like it's appropriate to work, like at least the type of work that I do and the way that I usually look there. Like, it's not that far from how I normally look at my job, and I really love the way that this look turned out. So to finish it off, I just used the Essence Get Big Lashes mascara as yesterday. I added a little bit of that light blue in the inner corner, like on the lower part, as I did yesterday. Just, I kind of feel like it makes the whole look kind of more put together, and lately I've just been really liking this. I've been doing it a lot. Then I have just the tiniest bit of this kind of free concealer just in this little area here that was like a little bit darker. Then I have the Arturan blush from Menagerie, and this one is called Best Buds. It's kind of like a pink base, golden orange sheen. I just felt like it could go with this palette. I put maybe a little bit too much, but it, that happens. And then I have the Daydreamer highlighter palette. It's in my Shop My Stash this month, so I just like to use it, and it's beautiful. And I think I've used the shade, yes, I used the shade Believer. It's kind of like peachy based with like pinkish, almost like purpley blue sheen. I don't know, I just felt like it could really tie the whole look together. And yeah, so that's everything. Maybe I'll pop up here in the evening to tell you if it creased, but yesterday I had no creases, so we'll see. But yeah, it's so beautiful. And let's see, can you see any flip? Like with Little, I feel like it's not that easy to see the flips, but they're so beautiful. But I can definitely see the shifts. So yeah. Okay, so today we're gonna look at the Earth palette by Avatar. by Electrum. And this is the one that broke on the way to me, so as you can see I had to repress it. And I think it's okay. I tried to like pat it against the table to see like if it would fall out, and it looks like it's not gonna fall out, so hopefully we'll be able to keep her, and like, you know, she will stay with us. Okay, so for the next look I started with the shade Washington to kind of create like a liner look, slightly different than I did in the previous looks. Then I used the shade Daily to soften it up. Then the shade Basingse to kind of create like another line on top of, kind of in the middle of my lid. And then I used the shade 575 in the inner part of the crease, again to just add dimension. And the shade Omashu and 575 on the lower lash line, just kind of blended them into each other. Then for the shimmers, I started with the shade Lake Laogai in the inner part of the crease. Then I used the shade Metal Bending at the outer part. Then the shade Kiyoshi in the inner corner, and the shade Bedgermal on the lower lash line. Okay, so this is the final look. I just used the same mascara and concealer as yesterday. Then I have the Udens Eye Salmon Gel Liner in the shade 5. Arcturan blush from Menagerie in the shade Goji, I'm not sure. And the Wings highlighter sticks from Colourpop, and this is Darcy, it's the green one. So yeah, maybe I'll pop in here in the evening and we're gonna do some flowers. But for now, I'm pretty happy with this look. I mean, it is so gorgeous. It is so pretty. So yeah, that's it for now. See you in a minute. Okay, so ignore my sweaty hair. It's been probably like the hottest day today in the whole week, if not even the whole month. Like, it's just crazy. As you can see, there's like a crease right in the middle, which is just where my fault is, and unless I'm genuinely doing this, you wouldn't be able to see it. Even like when I blink, it's like barely noticeable. And yeah, should we do something more to this look? I think I'm gonna add some rhinestones just so that, I don't know, so that we do like something a little bit more fun. But you could definitely keep it this way. I think it's really, really pretty. And I love this look. And I'm just very, very happy that it held up. Like, it's so sweaty and hot and everything. Like, I'm surprised it just didn't drip down my face. By the way, I did my nails. They're green. Because I just really wanted green nails, and these are all my made up nail polishes. So if you want to know how I did these nail polishes, I think one video previous, I think the last video on my channel before this is my tutorial. It's like 50 minutes long, so definitely make sure that you have a snack or like something to entertain yourself. Or you can like do laundry or something while watching that. But I would be very happy if you would check that out. Like, it took me really long time to make that, and the editing was hell, and it was really a lot of work for me, and I was super happy with the result. So yeah, please go check that out if you are interested in nails and if you like nail polishes. And what I wanted to do in the morning, but I wasn't gonna wear that to work, but I actually want to wear it for the full picture. You know, when I'm gonna take like the picture of my full makeup, is I wanted to put this green lipstick on that is super, super beautiful and green, and usually pretty easy to use if you don't talk. But yeah, it's the Menagerie Kiwi, and I love that the formula doesn't feel heavy and doesn't feel cakey. Like, you can't feel it at all on your lips. Doesn't this green just look gorgeous? I have also green earrings. Like, I am fully green hair, everything. The only thing I'm missing is brows, but I wasn't going to wear green brows to work. That's even my limit. And also I've been kind of like sitting right next to church today for my job, so I don't know if that's appropriate. I really don't. But yeah, I love this. So this one definitely gets to stay. I haven't took out this like little film here, but I will do that now because I wasn't sure if it's gonna, like, if the eyeshadow are gonna be okay and if they're not gonna shatter again and if I'm not gonna be returning her. But I think we're fine. I will keep the plastic, how is it called? Like the plastic thing that they put inside on top of the shadows. I will probably keep that just in case. But yeah, this one's gonna be my favorite everyday palette from them. And then we only have this beautiful fiery palette. Like, I don't really wear reds all that often, but I think this color story is just so wonderful, and it's very fall and very just, you know, appropriate for the season. And I think I'm gonna get a lot of uses out of this in the autumn. So first I started with the shade Agnikai, and I actually used my spoon to kind of trace out the like kind of like cut creasy shape. Then I used the shade Imperial City to kind of soften up the edges. Then I used the shade Ember Island in the outer part of the lid. Then Black Sun, I kind of used the other side of the spoon to create another liner look. And then I have the Fire Sages on my lower lash line. Then on the lid I started with the shade Sozon's Comet, and right next to it I used the shade Fire Lily at the other side. Then I have the Dancing Dragon in my inner corner and Raku in the lower lash line, to just kind of like add a pop of red. Okay, so I'm done. I found my maple leaf earrings and I used the concealer and mascara as previously. Then I have the Revolution Streamliner, or no, Streamline eyeliner in the shade Yellow. I just thought like adding a little bit of pop of color. And what else do I have? I have two Colourpop products. So I have the All Laced Up blush, this one. And then a product that I haven't used for a while is the Super Shock highlighter in Highly Waisted. But I just thought, why not having like a neutrally gold highlighter today? So far really nice. I do like the color story. It's very fall appropriate. And even though I'm not a red person, I think I can use this quite nicely. So I'll pop in here later today and we're gonna do some eyeliner and I'm gonna let you know how the setting spray worked in keeping the eyeshadows in place. So yeah, be right back. So to finish up playing with this palette, I'm gonna use my Glisten Cosmetics Split Liner. This one is in the shade Warm. As you can see, it's very, like, especially the three middle shades. The three middle shades are definitely very fiery. And I don't know how well you will be able to see the close-up, but we have very little creasing. Probably less than yesterday. So yeah, there's just like itty bitty area just like in this space, and that's it. Like that's the only creasing that we have, so I'm very happy about this. And it's just really nice to know that these shades have such a good staying power. So yeah, I'm just so happy with all of these palettes. I think they all perform wonderfully, and I just feel like I can really, like, I can actually use them a lot and have a lot of fun with them and know that they're not gonna let me down. But we're gonna follow like the shape of the shimmer, of the kind of yellowy shimmer. And we're gonna create a couple flames. Okay, so here we go. And I just kind of added a couple lines and a couple of the little flames. And I think it looks really cute. Is it not? I don't know. But yeah, I love these colors and I love these liners. But let me know which look was your favorite. I think my favorite palette will be the Earth one. Then probably the Air one, because that one is just kind of, it's so fun and I can see myself doing a lot of looks with that. And then it's probably Fire, and the last one is Water. But I love them all. The quality is amazing. The mattes are so nice and blendable and really easy to use. And the shimmers, they look so beautiful. They stay obviously really nice. Like, it is the hottest week probably in the whole year, and they looked really nice the whole day. And I've been going to work, so I've been doing my makeup quite early in the morning. So I'm very happy with the quality, and I'm very happy that I finally got them. I was just so happy when the package came. And yeah, they're just so well made and so beautiful. And I don't know if I mentioned, it's magnetic. All of these palettes are magnetic. The pans are quite like pressed in there, like, you know, the palette is raised a little bit more than the pans, so you need stronger magnet to like take them out. And like the magnet inside is actually pretty strong, so like you need stronger magnet to take them out, but you definitely can. They're smaller than the regular shades from Little. So I have this small palette from them, and I think you can see next to each other that the singles are just slightly bigger. So you're not gonna be able to put your singles in this from Little because they're like a little bit bigger. So yeah, I have nothing bad to say about this collection. I can't wait to travel with the APA bag. It's so beautiful. And definitely let me know which palette or which look was your favorite, and if you got anything from this collection, or if you like Avatar. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be super happy to see you in the next one, which will be new makeup releases on Sunday probably. So have a great day and bye!